Sharen was so far the toughest Descendant to unlock for me, but not because the steps for unlocking her were hard. They're actually easy on paper, but the drop rates in my case were extremely low, and it took me roughly 10 hours to unlock her. But in those 10 hours, there are the things that I learned that I want to share with you in this video. What's up, Descendants? Chaotic Bob here, and this is my guide to unlock Sharen. If you want to see more videos for the first Descendant, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Also, if you want to support me, I'm gonna leave my Nexon creator code in the video description. Okay, Descendants, before we get started, there are a couple of things that we need to be able to unlock Sharen. The first thing is to progress through the campaign, all the way to the point where we have the Vespers and the Agna Desert fully unlocked. The main reason of fully unlocking both regions is that it will give us access to all 4 infiltration operations needed to get all 4 components for Sharen. And the second reason is that we will have stronger loot that will help us do the infiltration operations faster. And another thing that I recommend for this grind is to use a Descendant that has strong ad killing power. In my case, Lepic and Bunny were very good and helped me do the activities faster. Another piece of advice I want to share with you is to fully mod all your weapons on Descendant. And the reason is that it will give us even more power to do these activities faster. And trust me, you want to make sure that you do these activities as fast as you can, because the drop rate on the screen for every component shows to be 20%. But I'm pretty sure that it's not the case. For a couple of these infiltration operations, I had to do them more than 20 times. And for the last tip I want to share with you are the weapons to help you do the activities faster. And those would be short range weapons. I found the Thunder Cage for my primary and the shotgun for my heavy to be extremely efficient. Thunder Cage is very useful for ad clearing. Its ultimate passive gives us a 60% chance to do a shockwave that will deal damage to nearby enemies. If you want to know how to unlock the Thunder Cage, I'm gonna leave the link in the video description. And the shotgun is gonna be extremely useful against bosses. Some of these bosses are very tanky, so something with high stopping power is gonna do wonders. And with that out of the way, let's talk about the components needed to research Sharen. To fully unlock Sharen, you're gonna need 400k gold. And you're also gonna need to farm for Sharen's enhanced cells, her stabilizer, her spiral catalyst, and her code. For the first component, we need to do the seed vault, which can be found in the Echo Swamp. This infiltration operation is the easiest of the bunch, but for whatever reason, the material just didn't draw for me and I had to repeat it over 20 times. At one point, I thought that the component wasn't even on the infiltration, but after 20 attempts, I finally got it. To make the boss fight easier, Lepic can use his overpower to kill all the ads when the boss shields himself, or Bunny with her second and third skill to kill all the ads surrounding the boss. Repeat this infiltration operation as many times needed until you get Sharen's enhanced cells. For the second component, we need to do the chapel, which can be found in the Echo Swamp too. The hardest part of the infiltration is gonna be the boss fight, because in his immunity phase, you need to shoot the orbs on top of him in the order that they spawn. What I did on every attempt was to switch to my shotgun when the boss shielded to mark the pattern for my teammates. Shoot the first one that needs to go down a couple of times, and then rotate between the first and second orb. And after both are down in order, shoot the last one. And the other reason to do this is because the boss is gonna be moving, and keeping track of the orbs might be a little difficult. In my opinion, it is totally worth it to shoot the orbs with your heavy to guarantee a faster run. Repeat this infiltration operation as many times needed until you get Sharen's stabilizer. Now for the third component, we need to go to the Asylum, which can be found on the Agna Desert. For this particular infiltration, I found Bunny to be extremely useful. There's gonna be a puzzle section that with Bunny, you can trivialize it. And you can make it work with other Descendants as well, but if you wanna go as fast as possible, Bunny is the way to go. The boss fight wasn't too hard for me, but if you're dying often, use the catwalk as cover to recover your shields. And try to kill the ads spawned on the boss's shield face as fast as possible. Bunny's speed of light and lightning emission combo was very useful in the immunity phase. Repeat this infiltration as many times needed until you get Sharen's spiral catalyst. And for the fourth and last component, we need to go to the Caligo ossuary, which can be found in the Agna Desert as well. This is definitely the hardest operation out of all, and for this specific one, I found Lepic extremely useful and you'll see why in a minute. But before you get started on this infiltration operation, I highly recommend any poison resist mods that you have. Otherwise, the boss will be killing you in the blink of an eye. The operation itself is not too difficult, until we get to the boss fight. This guy is gonna be spitting pools of poison and you have to be extremely careful with them. And this is one reason why Lepic is great in this operation. If you stay too long in one of the pools, your passive will save you once. And the other reason why Lepic is great in this operation is because of his overpower. His overpower is going to destroy the orbs on the immunity phase of the boss. Save your skill for the immunity phase and you will cut a lot of time. Repeat this infiltration as many times needed until you get Sharen's code. After you have all the components needed, head to an ice, and spend your materials and 400k gold to start the research, which is gonna take 16 hours to complete. And after the 16-hour wait, Sharen is finally yours for you to use. And that's all for this video. If it was entertaining or useful, please leave a like, it really helps out. And if you want to see more videos for the first Descendant, subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching and I'll see you on the next one. Later.